Hello, YouTube. February 8th, 2016, and I'm here with part 2 of my video. As y'all know, I just did a video for the Super Bowl, and I talked on a little bit of the subject of Beyonce, but I didn't want to make it completely about Beyonce because it was the Super Bowl event. Um, I'm still pissed off about the Panthers. Y'all know we ain't going to get into that. This is a Beyonce video, so of course we're going to talk about the new Beyonce video, Formation. Took the world by storm like usual. Just dropped it around 4 o'clock on Saturday. We just minding our own business. Then next thing I know, I get the darn on title notification. I'm like, oh, here these motherfuckers go again talking about darn on anti-album like I didn't already listen to it the first 5 times. I'm like, here they go. These motherfuckers giving another notification about the anti-album. How about these bitches say Beyonce done dropped a video? I'm like, what? So you know my ass go on there. Sure enough, Beyonce done drop Formation. And I'm here for Formation all day, every day. And I'm going to break down the root cause of Formation. Because not everybody, Beyonce got fans all over. She don't got just black fans in America. She got black fans in the islands, black fans in Africa, white fans, Haitian fans. I keep saying friends. And then multiple stands. So regardless of age, culture, race, background, everybody is a good, enjoys Beyonce, or maybe not care for, but like a few of her songs here and there. But I want to break down the song about Formation. For people who are not familiar with black culture, I'm going to emphasize you on some black culture. It hit it dead on the head. Beyonce black culture emphasized darn gone. I'm sorry. She was just giving me a hello. Look at that. What? Okay. I'm sorry. The news is still talking about Beyonce to this day. But anyways, yes. Did y'all not see that right there? That just came up in time. I could not have put this darn on camera back on at a more precise moment. Um, Emphasizing the Black Panther movement with the afros, all black attire. I really hope that ain't nobody at my door. I could have sworn I just posted a meme on my Facebook about people who come unannounced to my door. I'm going to be sipping my darn on water, whatever, and look at you like. But anyways, back to this video. It emphasized black movement in so many different ways. The little boy dancing in the darn on street. It emphasized it on the stop shooting. It emphasized it on the killings with Beyonce on the car. It emphasized the darn on Creole culture with the hot sauce in the bag swag. Just so many darn on things. Although I will say I did catch the Butch Queens in the video. On this, the only thing I have to say Beyonce is couldn't find one feminine game. You just couldn't find one feminine gay. Y'all know my discrepancies on Butch Queens versus feminine gays. She couldn't find one darn gone feminine gay to come down the darn gone street. You was missing one feminine gay, B. You had everybody in there. You had your ratchet girls in the darn on store giving little Kim teas with the red wig, green wig, blue wig, all up in the store with the darn wig heads. You know, in that scenario, you had to have at least one darn gone girl. And little known fact, Beyonce, I do speak fluent French. So even though I'm not Cajun, I could have faked up on a Cajun accent with my French. That's okay, B. One of these days, I'm gonna sneak in one of them darn on videos. Okay. But anyways, yep, touched up on that with the hair store references, um, the Singhalese braids that was emphasizing my culture, girl from Senegal. But in black culture, it represents the poetic justice braids that was made popular by Janet Jackson in the 1990s movie. Having a brain fart. I think it was poet. I think the movie was actually called Poetic Justice, which hence why it was called Poetic Justice Braids. And then Brandy revamped the braids back in the later 90s with the show Moesha. Mo to the E to the. What else stuck out with me with the video? So we emphasized that it was highlighting the Black Panther movement. We emphasized that it was highlighting Creole culture. Uh, emphasized, the little Kim with the hair. It sounded like they had Frida Gaston in the darn gone. I came to slay, bitch. I came to slay. I had collard greens and cornbread. It sounded like that was Frida Gaston in the darn background. I don't know. So it had you go to old deep. I couldn't give you that beat. I'm sorry. Y'all know my voice is more this raspy country twang, so I couldn't have gave you that one. I couldn't have gave you old deep Creole realness, but I could have gave you some old raspiness, honey. Yes, ma'am. But anyway, anyways, yeah, I really don't have no complaints about it, except for one thing though. I do have one disappointment in the video, and maybe I'm reaching, but the Red Lobster comment. Now I'm going to Google search um where was Red Lobster invented? Okay. From what Google says, Golden Gate Capital has been Red Lobster's parent company since it was acquired from Darden Restaurant on July 28th. Red Lobster announced their new headquarters location in Orlando, Florida. Um, Y'all tell me is Red Lobster originally from Louisiana? I've never heard of Red Lobster being from Louisiana, so I'm still trying to figure out what was that reference about. If your man does you good, take him to Red Lobster. Like if I was a Cajun, I would be very pissed off with Beyonce, and I'll be looking like yeah, my face would have been just like old girl in the darn gone video. Beyonce know what she be doing. She be putting in some suggestive lyrics for intellectual people like me to catch up on it. Cause I was just like old girl in the video, the one with the darn short black hair. Just gave that look like. Take him to Red Lobster. Bitch, we in darn on Louisiana. We in Louisiana. You talking about taking a bitch to Red Lobster. We in the darn on seafood capital of the dang on nation. Where you get fresh crayfish right out the darn on um water, get it cooked in your face. You see the crayfish go from the water to the darn on pot in your face and get served right to you. The freshest seafood, the freshest jambalaya that you will ever get in America. And you talking about taking them to a commercialized, cheap, genetically modified version of food, Red Lobster. Yeah, if I was a Cajun, I would have been fixing to look at me like, oh, bitch, please. Now, you done lost me with that one. Like, really? You done lost me with that one. Matter of fact, I'm so perplexed by this one that I'm still looking up Red Lobster. All I'm getting is it's American chain restaurant. Uh, it says founded March 22nd, 1968. Ironically, a month after my mother was born. My mother was born February 22nd, 1968. So it was actually founded exactly 1 month after my mother was born. The irony. Um, It said it was founded in Lakeland, Florida. Okay, I could have sworn Louisiana was in New Orleans, as y'all would say. So tell me about this Red Lobster. You in the seafood capital of the world, and you taking your man to Red Lobster. Yeah, that's what I didn't agree with it. Um, of course, the ignorant people who either ain't getting no dang on good dick or is not familiar with black culture It's like, oh, she's talking about empowerment, and then she went to talking about she's rewarding men from good dick. Number one, I'm going to talk about how that plays into the black references. How come it's good when people can make demeaning during lyrics like I'm gonna rewind it back a few years ago. You remember when during on Lil Wayne came up with the controversial topic "Beat the Pussy Like Emmett Till," which actually brought down black culture. If y'all not familiar with Emmett Till, got killed and murdered for having sex with a white girl. Yet Beyonce is doing a national anthem to the typical black reference of taking your man out to eat. Well, usually, that's rich scenario right there because typically you'll do breakfast. And so this got so many highlights in this because it's like Beyonce. Take him out to darn on dinner for Red Lobster. It's like, okay, y'all having sex in the morning too. Typically, we be done with the sex in the morning time and we be fixing them breakfast. So I caught on to that lyric in that regard. After he gives you the D, you had the girl in the darn on kitchen. You had the good old white robe thing on. I can't think of that darn on song, but it's take the man off the shelf. We're gonna rock and roll. You had your socks and you just have the darn on white button up darn on shirt and that's it. And no underwear and you just cooking the darn on breakfast naked. I guess Beyonce said, hell, the set's so dang on good with Jay-Z. We fuck in the darn on morning and afternoon too. And then dinner time I'm taking his ass to Red Lobster. Although I think you couldn't take them down to the local darn on seafood bar that helped put them darn on pounds on them hips that are thicker than a motherfucking Snicker. If I was the owner of Samantha's or Bertha's or Bonquisha's darn on seafood bar that helped contribute to them darn on hips that has grossed you 450 mil. It was my crayfish bitch that put them hips on you, not darn on Red Lobster. So I'm just saying that in all fun. So anybody named Samantha Bonquisha restaurant down in New Orleans, please don't look at this video and be suing, be talking about, what, don't have Beyonce trying to shut down my motherfucking restaurant. I ain't had nothing to do with this one. I ain't had nothing to do with this. I was remaining quiet on the subject. I was pissed off at being private. I ain't need you to go say what I was thinking. So I would just say, hypothetically speaking, I ain't trying to get nobody fired in New Orleans because God knows it's been 10 years since the darn on Hurricane Katrina hit and y'all still trying to recover. So I ain't trying to take nobody's coin. As a black kinky hair girl in the hood myself, I know the struggle is real. The struggle is real. And it did not help that Beyonce just knocked out my darn gone flat iron and just knocked out my flat iron hair yesterday. I was jumping up so much. This is what my hair is looking like. So, unlike most bitches, I wasn't bald. When my wig got snatched, I still had some hair underneath, honey. But, yeah, Beyonce didn't give a fuck. She just snatched it so hard, she snatched my burn perfect straight hair out, too. So, I ain't bald, but hair ain't looking cute. It's time to wash it and get me a darn on black throwback for this darn on Black Panther movement that Beyonce is serving. So that is my thoughts on that. Any tips, comments, questions, suggestions, y'all know what to do. Leave it in the comment box. Let's open up this discussion on what do y'all think about the Beyonce Formation video, highlighting the Black Panther movement, highlighting the stop gun violence, highlighting, Black Lives Matter, highlighting Creole culture. Her mama is Creole. Her daddy's Negro. You mix that Negro with that Creole, you got a Texas Bama. Y'all tell me about what y'all think of the song. And you know what? I'm going to be as far as to say she's the only one that's out doing things right now. And let me just point on this, and I'm just gonna go. I'm trying my best not to make this video 20 minutes, but I also want to highlight on another subject while I'm here today. I think it's very sad during Black History Month that we got to tear a fellow sister down. I'm seeing so many darn old sisters in the darn comments making just dumb comments like, oh, she's talking about taking a Red Lobster. Acting like it ain't been a darn long tradition since the darn on Land Before Time, 1950s. Darn women was darn making breakfast the next morning after 6. Y'all act like Beyonce. Y'all act like this shit is new. Uh, oh, she's still half naked. Once again, Beyonce is not the first entertainer that's played on raunchy lyrics. Y'all act like Beyonce's inspiration was not Tina Turner, and Tina Turner was known to be very explicit with lyrics. Let's go way back to 1970s, 1980s, 1990s. Let's go back to songs like Nutbush. Let's go back to songs like Rolling on the River. Let's go back to songs like Sets on Fire by Miss Tina Turner. So I'm gonna need these old bras to really comment on down with that shit. Y'all act like um risky entertainment ain't been around for many years. Y'all act like Donna Summer wasn't in. Let me see. Y'all know Google's my best friend. I try to always be accurate, but I want to say darn Donna Summer was rather risky with her attire back in the day too. Let me see. Donna Summer. Let me Google search Donna Summer and just see what comes up on Miss Donna. Okay, we gonna act like Donna Summer wasn't quite risque with her bras and stuff too back in the day. Okay, that being said, I came with receipts. So I'm gonna need y'all to shut the hell up and stop acting like Beyonce. Uh, and always comparing her to a singer. Last time I checked, Beyonce's always been in the realm of entertainment. She sings and entertains. There's a difference between a singer and an entertainer. So, once again, for y'all haters that don't know, a singer is, Adele, Aretha Franklin, um, Patti LaBelle. Those are singers. Entertainers are Beyonce, Tina Turner, Michael Jackson, um, Whitney Houston's in that in between. I consider Whitney Houston more of a singer than an entertainer. I didn't necessarily jive. Whitney Houston's a lot, sort of like Mary J. Blige. She give you a little bit of two-step number, but it's more like up-tempo singing, and I wouldn't really consider it dancing. It's more like getting in the mood with the rhythm and the beat. But anyways, Beyonce's entertainer, so I don't get where people always compare her to, oh, she ain't no Aretha, she ain't no Patti. She ain't never been in the category of singing. She's always been in the category of entertainment. So if you're going to compare Beyonce, compare her to somebody that is within her style of music. Beyonce is not an exclusive singer. She's a entertainer, which hence why she's always been considered the female equivalent of Michael Jackson. Me personally, I will argue to say that she's even better than Michael Jackson because she commands her stage from hair to toe. She has so much control over her movements that she can even choreograph the way her darn on hair moves to a T on darn on stage, where most people darn on hair be in the face like this. It'll be like this. Let me be I'll be looking like this on darn on stage with my darn on hair. Beyonce darn on hair always lay back down good. Okay, now let me get my hair back right quick. Okay. But anyways, she got so much darn on control, she can command her darn on hair on stage and move in 6-inch heels and has a full 3.2 octave range with a deep timbre and a good vibrato. So I would go as far as to argue and say she's even better than Michael Jackson in my opinion. Um, I know I'm gonna get some hate for that, but it is what it is. Far as modern day entertainment, she is pretty much our female. She is pretty much our Michael Jackson of this generation because no other artist can do it to that equivalent. Name an artist today that has the voice, who has the stage presence, who has the entrepreneur drive in them and has the voice other than Beyonce. So even if you was to say she's not better as Beyonce, you still got to give credit that she is our modern day equivalent. She may not be as good as Michael Jackson in your opinion, but you can't not that she's not the best entertainer currently in the game because there's nobody currently out. Name me one. Name me one person that is an entertainer. Because only verses I'm hearing is Adele. Y'all always comparing her to Adele this, Adele that. And really, if we was to really do that, I could say Beyonce can, if you was to compare them vocally, Beyonce can actually outdo darn Adele quite as it's kept. It's just, that's why Adele probably turned darn on Beyonce down because she secretly knows that she like, bitch, I just got back in this game after 4 years. You ain't about to shut me down like you did Alicia Keys. Y'all remember that? Y'all, for the longest, years ago, y'all used to compare darn on Alicia Keys to outdoing it near Beyonce. Oh, Alicia Keys sings circles around Beyonce. Alicia Keys sings circles around Beyonce. They finally did that song together. We ain't heard from Alicia since last time I heard from Alicia, the most popular entertainment we done seen from Alicia is kissing darn on Gay Boy on darn on Empire. That's the closest she's gotten back in the music industry since being compared side by side with Beyonce. Who else y'all used to do it to? Used to do it with Rihanna. We done seen Rihanna stage presence versus Beyonce stage presence. Y'all done shut the hell up on comparing them two. We done seen y'all compare darn on Beyonce to Lady Gaga. Y'all, then Art Pop came out. Art Pop became an art flop. Now, once again, Monsters. I do got the album. I purchased the album, and I'm still a fan of darn Lady Gaga. So I'm just speaking from a commentary point of view. Don't come for me. But once we compare darn on Art Pop out to darn on the Beyonce self-titled album, y'all fell back on Lady Gaga. So the only thing y'all have left to compare Beyonce to is Adele, who really has 2.4 octave range, and is not able to get as high as Beyonce or as low. And if we was to really do a song by song comparison, I can really show y'all a work. I can compare songs to darn Adele and Beyonce and show you how Beyonce's voice is actually far superior to that of Adele. She just, by her being an entertainer, you just don't really see that in Beyonce's voice. Beyonce's voice is actually highly underrated because she cannot really channel it when she's doing entertainment work versus Adele, who's a singer, and she's able to show you more of that voice quality over anything else. But when Beyonce actually does songs where it just requires her to sing, you can really see the comparison. Like when she sits down and does songs like I Care and let me see, I Care, I Was Here, um, If I Were a Boy, even though she does some dancing with If I Was a Boy, Flaws and All, you really start seeing the comparisons that Beyonce can really compete with Adele and outdo Adele. If I was to compare her to singing status of who, in my honest opinion, can outdo Beyonce vocally alone this day and age, which is still very hard. I wouldn't say Ariana Grande because it takes a lot more than just vocal range alone. Um, Vocal range is just one element of determining singing factors. For example, like I said, Adele only has 2 octaves, 4 notes, but she can outdo plenty of artists who has 4 octaves. Ariana Grande has a full 4 octave range, but I would say overall Adele sounds better than Ariana Grande as far as vocal technique goes. So there's a lot of things that go into it. Even I have a full 4 octave range if I was singing seriously, but I wouldn't dare say I'm as good as Adele. Okay? But anyways, if I was to have to say one artist out the day that I would feel confident enough to go up against Beyonce. Hmm. Y'all might hate me for saying this, but I would have to say Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is the only one I can really think of that can really channel every element of vocal range to about to the degree of Beyonce. If I was to have to compare somebody, both, entertainment wise and singing wise, it would have to be Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is the only other person that I can think of that can do dance moves, can give you stage presence, give you an actual theme, a work of art, and go vocally. I can't think of no other artist that delivers a complete package like that. If I was just to say vocals alone, maybe Christina. Although Christina Aguilera likes to scream. Jennifer Hudson, still not quite right. Yeah. Y'all name me some artists in the description box below, but that's my opinions on that. Other than Lady Gaga, who is going to get her comeback this year, so it's going to be interesting in this year 2016 because Beyonce is going to be on the Formation World Tour. Lady Gaga is slowly getting back in the scenes with the national anthem of the Super Bowl, and then she's set to do the Grammys, and then she's set to do something else. I think she's also doing the Oscars, so that's three major events right with her within a short period of time. It's going to give her a lot of darn publicity leading up to the release of her singles that's going to come out, and then on with her tour. So you have two powerhouses, Lady Gaga versus Beyonce for 2016. So that's going to be interesting right there. Anybody else that y'all can add to the roster that y'all can think can compete? Rihanna, work is not hitting it. I told you should have got me on the marketing team. And then I just seen that darn on release that she did today for darn on work. Like, really, did you really need to come out with a darn on minute and 28-second video on what we was confirming? I mean, what we thought we really didn't need you to confirm that you was drunk and high when you came up with that darn on song with a team of darn on 8 people that was also drunk and high. And this is fact. The work video is currently out right now. I'll leave it in the description box below. It was a mess. Like, really, Lady Gaga, your team is fucking up. I mean, I almost feel bad for Lady Gaga. Like, goddamn. And I promise this video is going to be 20 minutes, but it's going to be a half hour because I got to talk about this. If I was Lady Gaga, if I was Rihanna, I would be some kind of pissed off. Like, it's bad enough that you had to push your album back because your new sound sounds closer to Adele. If it wasn't close to Adele, you could have been confident enough in releasing it the same time as Adele, and you could have piggybacked off of the sales of Adele, even though your songs are not necessarily the same. I would predict that if with the right marketing strategy, you could have got the 15% override of Adele's sales if we market it right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Within that week time frame, she hit what 3.7 million. 3.7 million views, sales. So outdid One Direction and everything. So a 15% override on that would have been 555,000 sales. Y'all can't see that. Can y'all see that? Well, we're gonna. Okay, I don't know why y'all can't see that, but it's 555,000 sales, which would have been instantly gold. You only need 500,000 to go gold, 1,000,000 to go platinum, and of course Rihanna got her natural navy with a little bit that could afford sales. I predict that she could at least sold roughly 240,000 on her own. So plus 240,000 to that. Okay, what the hell did I done did wrong? Okay, we're going to say it would have been roughly in the ballpark of 795,000. So I predicted darn Rihanna could have did 795,000 honestly within her first week, just doing it the authentic way instead of having to pay $25 million. There you go with that darn on Lady Gaga. I don't know who's marketing y'all, but y'all need to get a true marketer on y'all team that got a degree. That's where Lady Gaga fucked up at. Spent over $25 million in marketing, and she did a drastic decline. You done did the same thing. $25 million darn on marketing deal with Samsung, and your sales don't even count. I think they only said you did 15,000 copies within your first week because all them songs didn't count. I'm telling y'all, get me on the darn marketing team. Get me on the marketing team. What you should have did today was you should have came out with Gotham. You should have did a remix to Gotham, made it a full 4 minutes. I'm sure you could have did an easy darn intro to Gotham, and for commercial appeal, you could have did a marketing strategy with the show Gotham that Miss Jada Pinkett Smith was on for a hot second before Miss Fish Mooney got thrown over the darn on balcony by a darn on penguin. That could have been the intro for darn gone the upcoming season of Gotham. Would have been the darn gone Gotham song by Rihanna. Like that would have been darn gone epic right there. Gotham, Gotham, hello. And then the next Batman could have had darn gone Gotham playing. So you would have had some major royalties on both the TV show Gotham along with the darn gone movie of Batman. But anyways, y'all want to sleep on me. Anyways, tips, comments, suggestions, leave it below on Rihanna, Beyonce. And I will see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.